What is going on, entrepreneurs? Happy 600 day. Woo! Man. So hopefully that wasn't too loud, obnoxious, and crazy. I tried to, tone it down a little bit there. But otherwise, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to, this is not the Friday live day. This is just a random live stream because today we hit, and I do mean we, you, me, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, we hit 600 subscribers. Now, while many people may say, well, that's not that many. Well, let me help put your concerns at ease. If you, which I do some public speaking, so if you were in a room with 100 people, you'd walk out of that room of 100 people or get on that stage or that platform and you'd say, man, it's a lot of people in here. And you get to see each and everyone's face. You'd see 100 people in the room. So imagine that being 500 people in a room. You'd feel quite the accomplished speaker, teacher, trainer, whatever it is that you do. That is what we are celebrating today because 600 people clicked subscribe to this channel and to join this community. So here's to you, my wonderful entrepreneurs, creative entrepreneurs, people on the move, people doing what they need to do. So let me jump in these comments real quick. Dr. Drew, what's going on? Congratulations, perseverance pays off. I cannot stay on the stream tonight, unfortunately, but just wanted to congratulate. Thank you so much, Drew. I really appreciate it. I get that, however long you have to you get a chance to stay. I appreciate you just for dropping in. I really, really do. I know it's impromptu. We usually do these Friday at 8 o'clock. But I did not want to let the day go by. I'm in the office getting ready to record some stuff, and I didn't want to let the day go by. When I saw it cross over to 600, and then it went to 602, I said, well, all righty, then we will be going live tonight. And so, yeah, perseverance definitely pays off. Those first 100 are hard to get. The first 50 are brutal. They say, hey, get your family and friends to subscribe to your channel and all of that. I tell you what I don't want to see in my comments is a bunch of, I love you. This is from Auntie. Good to see you. When are you coming by? It's just like all irrelevant stuff. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm just excited. I'm really excited about everything of what the channel is coming towards, just like as far as just like I just feel like just a train that is just steamrolling ahead, seriously. And anybody else that whether it's honestly, like I think I had a kid comment on my channel. It's like, oh my gosh, all I do is play video games and I have more subscribers than she does. And I'm like, hey man, whatever floats your boat. Different people like different stuff. Education channels grow at different rates than, gaming channels or whatever. So, and even still, it's like, congratulations to you for whatever you're doing, and same to me, But this is a big milestone for me because it has been quite the journey. And I think it is important to, like I always talk about with my coaching clients, it's important to celebrate the small wins. And how can I tell them to do that if I don't do that? And this is not, to me, a small win. Again, imagine you have 602 people in a room. You would, if you said that and you walked up to anybody, you say, man, I just did a presentation, 1 hour talk, 1 hour, whatever, and 602 people were in the room. People be like, whoa. Wow, it's like a whole nother difference. We're like, 600 subscribers. All I have is, I hate to see that when people say that. It's like, all I have is, I only have such and such, such and such. No, you don't only have, you get to have. You be glad that those people are there. And so I just wanted to come on the stream tonight and celebrate you. And then I have a surprise. I have a little bit of a surprise here tonight. Holy moly, what is this? What is this? Dual pixel autofocus. Huh. Well, what do you know? That's a Panasonic J85. Oh, this is my Panasonic J85. How did you get back home? What happened? We'll be doing a short on that. Another Well, I was going to say if this lens could talk. That's not the name of my my shorts. It's a good lens is hard to find. I've done all those different shorts with stuff, so I'm gonna do another one telling the story of how this came back home. So all the equipment's back home. Got the microphones, got everything. So sale did not work out. So you win some, you lose some. But today is all about the wins. But I'm super excited. So I guess I could talk about something for a quick few minutes here. So here's the thing. When it comes to celebrating the small wins or celebrating just the wins, period, a win is a win. Whether you win by 1 point or whether you win by a landslide, a win is a win. And so when it comes to building your own YouTube channel, you can hit 500, 600, 1,000, 10,000 subscribers. There is no time limit for when you're going to hit what. It's just a matter of when. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows that. You can try your best to try to schedule and do this. And then best practices, like you always hear on the different YouTube educational channels, you know, best practices definitely do come into play. But they aren't, you know, a guaranteed formula for success. They help to make sure that you achieve a certain level of success and, you know, can help to make it easier to measure those things. But it does not guarantee you a certain level of success. You can post every Wednesday and Saturday and make sure it's by 6 o'clock every single day or whatever your time frame and schedule may be and things like that. You know, but, you know, you're feeding a machine at this point. You know, the YouTube algorithm wants what it wants and you have to feed it what you want to feed it. But I try to run my channel a little realistically. You know, I do post frequently. I can say it's weekly. I can't tell you what day when, but I can tell you it's weekly. And, you know, I do what I can do. As many of you guys know, I suffer from endometriosis and some other health concerns. And so that's why I was changing my diet, and I was talking about that on the previous stream, because it's just like there are days like today it was a day that I was very, you know, fatigued, whereas the other days this past week have been really good. You know, so changing the foods that I've been eating and things like that, you know, it's really good. You never know what, you know, your favorite creator may be dealing with behind camera, but I like to use transparency and, you know, share my vulnerabilities with everybody, because when you're creating your channel, there are going to be things that you're dealing with that other people may be having challenges with and all kinds of stuff. So you never know how you're helping people and how you're communicating people. One of my friends, she always says transparency precedes healing. And so you don't know how you'll be able to help somebody heal and deal with the situation if you aren't being transparent about some of the challenges and things that you go through, and just how difficult it is. I was recording a vlog today. It was just basically talking like how I don't like using a phone to record. You know, I hate vlogging with a phone. It's suggested. It's great. You'll hear everybody say start with it, and you've heard me say it, start with your phone, but it sucks. That's why I hurried up and bought a camera. It sucks. So, you know, I'm being transparent about even now, you know, with all this equipment surrounding me. I remember at one point where I had like 10% or so, 10 or 12. It was definitely like under 15%, I think, of my room, of my apartment, 1-bedroom apartment that was being used for like an office-ish kind of space. And it's just a little cube desk. You saw it in my early videos if you were here, or if you went back to watch those. My early sat like back there at that wall before I really knew what to do with this space and how I was going to kind of decorate it some. I didn't decorate this. I don't have a colorful eye to match stuff. I had a friend I brought over here who was good at that stuff, and I said, can you help me make this space look good? And then we'll get the rest of the house later, because I'm as plain Jane can get. But, you know, you never know what your challenges and the things that you're dealing with. And that's why, you know, it's just like, so I was recording the Canon 50 series, the last ones. I'm editing them now. And so that's what I was doing in here before I got on the stream. I was working on some different stuff, and I got, you know, a bunch of stuff going on back there. And, whoa. I'm off running at my mouth. Let me stop for a moment. What's up? We got ladies and gentlemen, we have Alex Miner. The best there ever was, the best there ever will be. Alex Miner, primetime filmmaker in the building. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you. Let me see. Write and Prosper with G. Nantara. Is that right? Congrats on hitting 600 subs. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love your channel name, Right and Prosper. So I love that. That's so beautiful. That's really awesome. So for those of you just joining us on today's live stream, no, but it's, just talking about like how, my friend would always says like her mantra, so to speak, is transparency precedes healing. I'm terrible at decorating. Okay. That's why I wear blue, brown, some form of a red. Like I'm very plain Jane. Very plain Jane. Like stuff that's simple for other people is very hard for me. And things that are, very hard for other people are very simple for me. I'm very analytical. I profess in being a nerd. I enjoy it. I love it. I love talking about the technicalities of certain things. Ask me about a color palette and you lost me. So, just like, starting with that little cube desk. When I first started researching this type of a business, small business coaching, and I was like, how can I take what I know? How can I take the things that what I'm doing and make that into a business? And then hiring my first business coach, actually hiring a coach, not having a mentor sometimes, but like putting money, towards hiring a coach, having sessions and going through all the different intricacies of running a coaching business. And then I had my stuff in here and I'm like, okay, well, this stuff looks kind of weird altogether. I don't know what I'm doing in this office space. And I brought my friend in like, hey, can you make this look nice? And then we can decorate the rest of the house later. So one day I'll do vlogs where I go to the rest of my house, because right now it's very, very plain Jane. Okay. Right now it's about turning into a library is what it really is. Honestly, it's bookshelves. I'm almost there with bookshelves lining almost every wall. So I'm very plain Jane, but this is about as good as it's going to get right now. Okay. And it took some work to get here, but same thing with growing a channel. So G, you're asking, Diana, what software do you use for live streaming on YouTube? Well, G, I use brain fart. I use, what is this called? ECAMM Live. And it used to be about $40. I missed that because I didn't have a Mac then. So it's only on Macs. It's not available on PCs, unfortunately. But I'm using that with my Canon M50, or you can use any camera, web camera or whatever, and you can switch. So like this is my laptop right now, and then I can switch to my M50. And then if I wanted to, I could hook up my web camera or whatever, so you can do some really nifty stuff and pop those comments on there like that, nerd power, hallelujah. So it's really neat. I like it. But yeah, that's what I'm using. I just did the video about live streaming for the M50 series. I guess at some point I will cover ECAMM Live. I'm still honestly discovering it more and more for myself. So there's still some things, just like I got this together for the end card, so that same way with my regular polished videos, and I say, hey, thanks for checking out today's video. If you love what you see, you can make sure you hit subscribe, and all that extra good stuff, and be able to do presentations and all that stuff. So it's about $80 now, or $79, I think. I don't know if I get an affiliate discount for the community, but if I do, then I'll link it down below later. But if not, then you can check it out. I love it though. I love it. It makes it easy. But no, it's when it all boils down to it, like I looked at my financials and I was looking at how much money I spent these past 24 months, and oh boy, cameras are not cheap. Equipment and software is not cheap, but whatever it takes to run a business, and you are going to be not all the time. It depends. For me, I've been in more red at different times than I was in black. I've been going, it's like I spend a bunch of money to get the things that I need, like this ECAMM Live, like the cameras and stuff like that. And it may surpass what I'm bringing in the business. And then eventually those tools help to bring up the quality or help bring up the efficiency. And it's using stuff like this versus OBS or something like that that makes it easy. And so like all of that stuff, like this YouTube channel is a byproduct of my business. It's not the business, it's a byproduct of it. And so that's where the content originates from, and for you guys and everything like that. Because at the end of the day, like I was talking about last week, we're building on rented ground on all these different social platforms. And people will look at, a number like 602 to be exact. They'll look at 100 subscribers, 50 subscribers, and, put that in the right context. Put 50 people in the classroom. Put 100 people in, an event room. Put 602 people in some kind of conference area or something like that, and give a 45-minute talk or something like that. That's about a TED Talk, and having access to those people every week, every day. They're interested in whatever you're doing. You're providing some kind of value. So accept all the wins, not a small win, but accept just the wins, period. Because, everybody grows differently, just like Alex has a phenomenal channel. I loved his vlogs, or his I Hate Vlogging experience, because it's just him sharing his passion for filmmaking and all kinds of stuff like that. And I really enjoyed his experience. And Alex, I probably should get you on the channel at some point so we can talk about that, because I think that'd be a great and interesting topic, just about most people are interested in being, some kind of indie filmmaker or photographer or videographer or something like that, because you have something on the inside that you're wanting to express through some form of something, whether that's your YouTube videos or, getting out there. And he had a short film that he produced and shot on his Panasonic J85, and being able to use that and go into a film festival. And then, Alex, you can let me know if you're still here in the comments down below. Did you actually, or in the chat, if you won that film festival? Because I believe he did, or placed in it at least. But either way, just working up to that point. And, just like today, the whole ride home and everything like that, I kept thinking, like, man, going from like a 5 or 8 megapixel camera on my smartphone, my old dusty smartphone at the time, recording in my car because I was always nervous, doing 30-day challenges back to back to back, just so I could get used to talking and being myself and not being afraid to say the bee's knees. I remember I even felt weird about, should I put more hip-hoppy music in my thing, or should it be, very professional, corporate, and all that ukulele type music? I'm like, well, that's lame, and that's not me. I want to be me. And if that makes me grow slower, then so be it. If it makes me grow faster, then so be it. But, also Alex is down. Oh, wrong side. Over here. All right. Alex is down. He's down for it, y'all. We're going to do a collab video. So I'm looking forward to that, man. We're going to have to definitely link up. But, it's like everybody grows at a different pace. So no matter, so real quick, so let me stop myself. So Alex, you're saying, we did. And another one, so you did win the film festival. Awesome. And another one we shot got an audience award at another local film festival. That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And it's, taking those different strides in your business or your passion, whatever it is that you want to do to get to those next levels of, whatever, just finding the right audiences and the people that are going to be attracted to whatever it is that you're doing. G, if you're still in the live stream, please let me know what your channel is about. I would love to know. I haven't met you before, so yeah, definitely let me know what your channel is about. If it's copywriting, or is it like writing books, or more journal based writing? So please let me know if you're still here. So Mathematica Humanista. Okay, I passed Spanish, but what had happened was I forgot a lot of stuff. So, okay, I'm not even going to try. I know who it is. Thank you. Hi, Diana. Congrats. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Man, I used to know Spanish very well, but the lack of practice has, prevented me from, no, I used to speak Spanish pretty well. While I was in school, and then just out of sight, out of mind. But I am going to be picking it back up soon. So, yeah, thanks for joining the stream. But like I said, I didn't really have anything long-term planned. I didn't have any notes, show notes, or nothing like that to go towards. So, but it's just like sharing my experience to get to this point. Because, it could be a few months from now. It could be at 1,000. And a few more months from now, it'd be at 3,000 and 5,000 and whatever. And I didn't want to overlook this moment. I didn't want to miss this moment. I didn't want to not share in this moment with you guys, and just be present. Be present. Michael Simmons, what's up, my guy? It means humanist. So he says it means humanist mathematics, and it is Portuguese. Okay, see, I'm terrible. I apologize. It means it is Portuguese. Okay, fantastic, wonderful. But I think that most of our audience, or my audience here, on Entree Woman TV, I believe all of you guys have either some kind of desire or passion or some kind of fulfillment, something that you want to do, and you're building your own YouTube channel. And so when you hit these milestones, or just these numbers, the significant numbers, again, imagine 602 people in a room. Imagine 103 people in a room. Imagine 57 people in a room. Those are meetups. Those are TED Talks. Those are all kinds of just big events that otherwise would mean something. And so I don't think that we should pass over that stuff when we hit these milestones on these different platforms. Excuse me. So, at the end of the day, I think that whatever it is that you have, you don't have to have all of these different things and all this different stuff to get going. You really can use your phone. I don't like it because I just don't. It doesn't suit me. But I think whatever it is that it takes for you to start getting your message out there, start getting past all the bad videos, start getting past the things that were embarrassing, start getting past, even like I still get self-conscious when I'm getting ready to do a video. Was doing a vlog last night. That's going to be tied into the one that I did today that I'll eventually upload. I was just self-conscious. I'm like, man, because it was like 11:30. It was late, and I was tired. I was exhausted. I'm sitting in here. I'm editing. Nothing was going right. And I was just sharing that experience of more of why I hate using a phone at any part of the process other than to use an app for something. My hair's kind of looking all wild and stuff. I got my sweatshirt on. I'm in here. I'm in work mode. And it's though that's real though. That's real, but even I still get self-conscious. Now I know I've done hundreds of videos. I've not loaded everything up to YouTube. Some have been in groups where I'm doing a 30-day challenge. When I was just getting started to practice, I've done like 3 of those. I've done my own 30-day challenge here on the channel. This is another 30 days, so it's not like consecutive 30 days, but the M50, that'll be another 30 days worth of content. I've done where I've just specifically done just a lot of content. Whatever I'm thinking about, I would come home from work and I just start recording. I hit the record button just so I could stop being afraid of the record button. And that little red button can become so big and weigh so heavy, and I don't have a haircut, and oh, my eyebrows are this, and oh, my mustache isn't trimmed this, and oh, I didn't iron my shirt that way. And I'm not talking about my actual mustache or something. I'm just saying for both men and women, different self-conscious challenges that we all have. But it's all the different stuff. Or like now I can kind of feel my throat getting dry, and I'm like, crap, I didn't drink enough water today. But grab some water and just come do it. Just come do it. And so I just want to encourage you guys. So we've been rolling for about 24 minutes. I don't want to bore everybody to death. If you guys are cool, let me know in the chat. But otherwise, I don't want to bore you guys to death. But, it's just like I just wanted to kind of share my heart on stuff. Like I said, I know I spent thousands of dollars getting my business together. I'm still spending. I don't even want to say spending. I'm still investing money. I had to buy the lights before anything. I had to buy the camera before anything. I had to, get these different things. And I'm like, as I found problems and gaps in my process, instead of just painstakingly working through it, I bought what was necessary to make it happen. I took, this is something I haven't even shown on the channel yet. So this is my little recorder. A lot of people like to use those Zoom H1 recorders. This is a one by Sony. And I like this one because the USB just pops out. And so I use this because I teach teen church at my church, and I was using this just to capture the audio in the room. And so like I'll go back in and for another lesson I got to teach this Sunday and future ones, capturing their voices and what they're saying. And yes, I bought this for my business, but it's something else that comes in handy when I'm at conferences and I want to capture that information because there's so much stuff to download And just to just grasp hold, and you get overwhelmed, and it's just like, dang, I forgot everything of what happened. Well, I don't, because I have that. And it's like, not buying everything new, or things pop back up like you. Things pop back up. You never know. G85s come out of the woodwork. You never know. Investing in, new equipment, getting new phones, whatever it takes, getting the books. This is one of the books that I'm reading right now. Getting the books, whatever it takes. Buying stuff. To Michael Stan, congratulations, Diana, my friend. Hey, man, thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate you. Michael, I think you get the Bee's Knees Hall of Fame award. You and Drew, because you guys have been like, Michael, I know you probably, since you've been at the channel longer, I know you comment like 17 times per video. Thank you. Don't think that I overlook it. Don't think that I ignore it. Thank you. I see every one. Every last one of those. I appreciate it. I really, really do. And I know you're commenting like as you're watching and stuff like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, seriously. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's just, you have to have something more than just wanting subscribers. You gotta want something more than just wanting notoriety, or wanting that collab with a big, YouTuber that, like a Peter McKinnon or a Casey Neistat or whatever. It's got to be something more to it than all of that. And so it's the same. This is the same talk I would essentially have with myself at every painstaking moment. You upload something, it doesn't quite work, and then you're like, dag. You upload something just off of a whim and don't even really care about it, and it just hits hard quickly. And it's like, dag, what's the difference? And it happens to everybody. If you listen to any creator, it happens to anybody. So I just wanted to come on here, encourage you guys, because everybody's experience is going to be different. Everybody's growth is going to be different. Everyone's just experience, as it is with life. Everybody's life experience is different. So this is no different. Some channels may perform different, and I'm an education-based channel, so those tend to grow differently than a gaming channel or whatever, and so be it. Because I know everybody that comments, I'm replying to. Everybody that has a question or something, I answer. Or even if it's like it's been questions that I've gotten, I'm like, I really don't know, and it's like, I'll go do some research just so I can answer that one effectively. And it's like, won't always be able to do that all the time, but for as much as I can, know that I'm here for you guys. Know that I'm here more than just a YouTuber, or not to down that terminology, but this is a community, a true community. And why I'm most excited about being able to surpass that 1,000 subscriber mark, and eventually the 10,000 subscriber mark, subscriber mark. This is all the things that become available once you do that. There'll be like a members area that we can upload, and I can add specific resources just to continue to deepen that level. Maybe coaching isn't the thing for you, but a membership site or something like that, which I've kind of been working on anyway for my Entree Insiders, the people that are part of my email community. So that even like regardless, because I don't want to build a whole bunch on YouTube, honestly. And then if YouTube changes stuff or whatever, you become affected. I got my own membership site now with my new website and the way I've updated everything. And I still got some stuff to change, and there's still some gaps on there. So if you see some errors on there, just know it's a work in progress. But, you just got to know that it takes time. At the end of the day, it just takes time. But guys, that's all. I got to get back to editing these M50 videos. And thankfully, somebody came back home, so I can not use my phone anymore and pull my eyebrows out. And more information on how the G85 and all the other stuff came back and what happened with that. We'll talk about maybe tomorrow on the Friday Live Day. But Michael, let me jump into here. So we're talking about vulnerability. Some my teeth don't look right. Hey man, I don't have straight teeth. And I smile on just about every video anyway. I notice when I'm talking about different stuff, it's just like you see, certain ones stand out more than others. It's just like, whatever. What's coming out of my mouth is more important than the way my teeth look. So it's just like, whatever. Do what you got to do. Hey, as long as you brush them. As long as you brush, you got a tooth to brush. That's all that matters. And Michael saying, I feel you on the investment. Any recorder will work. You know, I don't get what everybody else gets typically when it comes to gear and all of that. I get what works for me. I get what's in my price range. I get what works with my flow. Some people get those huge Elgato things. I didn't hardly hear anybody talking about these Elgato cam links. I got this instead. This was what worked for me. Everybody was talking about the Panasonic GH5 and the GH4. Not a whole lot of people was talking about the G85. I go with the G85. I dogged the M50, but despite my own self, when I know what I need for a certain thing, I'm like, this would suit. This would be best. Let's give it a try. And what do we know? It's working out. Still don't have a name for the M50. Every other camera has a name. I don't know what to call the M50, but meh. But I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. But I appreciate y'all so much for being here. I just want you guys to know that regardless, at the end of the day, I'm here because you're here. This community exists because of you. And I'm so excited about what's to come and just where things are going and how this community will continue to progress. And I'm so excited with everything that's here. So, oh man, y'all messing up my outro. Let me see here. I was going to wrap it up. Let's see. Okay, what we got here? Okay. Alrighty. So you are the best Diana Gladney of the world, and I subscribe to you to reach your content and art form. Keep on the amazing work. I am 50 years old, and I'm starting a channel to help people with mathematics. Hey, that is freaking fantastic. I am so encouraged by that. Thank you so much. That is so wonderful, and congratulations, man. That's awesome because mathematics is so hard, as you know, and the fact that I enjoy seeing people of all kind of different age groups just be here and be present, because there's always somebody that needs it. And then you don't know how much you're going to inspire people. You have no idea what's coming down the pipeline for you, my friends. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And Michael is saying, we know you are here for us. You are absolutely right. I most certainly am here for each and every one of you guys all the time. And okay, let's see here. So I'm afraid know nothing about cameras or photography. Only now I bought my first camera, the M50, and that was because of your videos. Holy moly. Well, thank you. Inspired a purchase. So, I'm super pumped for you. And of course, if you always have any questions about it, let me know. You can comment on the videos. You can email me, whatever you need. But you know what? It's like I knew nothing about camera stuff at all. As a matter of fact, this is special. So, let's see here. This right here is the first real camera that I bought. This is a little Canon ELPH PowerShot. I think you can probably get these for like $30 now, probably. Still looks brand new because I didn't use it all that much. So once I got tired of my phone, which only took me about 5 videos, I didn't want to invest in a DSLR yet, but I did want to try a real camera. So I got this. And let me block my face. Come on, camera. There it is. So just a point and shoot camera. It's nothing special about it. But I saw vloggers use stuff like this. I watched a video, and I knew I could hold it like this, and didn't have a flip out screen or nothing. It's like super duper basic. It just said HD video. I didn't even know that HD video meant 720p and not 1080p, because full HD is 1080p. So I didn't even know. I just like, oh, HD camera. Okay, Elf series. I see people talk about these. I see some vloggers and stuff use it. They seem like they're knowing what they're doing, not knowing that you're gonna need to do a microphone and link it up separately, not knowing that it's gonna look a certain way. I didn't even learn the settings. I knew nothing about none of that stuff. And so the fact that you stepped out and you got you an actual camera that has a full range of things that you can do, but at the same time is awesome for beginners. Congratulations to you. And that's a huge step, much bigger than you think, because it's a level of, you saying you're afraid about certain stuff. Let me tell you, that is a super huge step. So that shows me that you are very brave, maybe uncomfortable and uncertain at times about some of the stuff with it, but stepping out to actually get a real camera shows me that you're brave. It took me a year of watching stuff, and then like another several months before I actually pulled the trigger on getting one. And then I got this, and then I got tired of this, and then I got a Canon T5i. And then from the T5i to the M3 to the M6 to the J85 to the M50, and now I got these two here. So but man, it's just about solving your current question. That's all you have to worry. Don't worry about all the things, because you can legit put this camera on auto and just put on 24 frames per second. And since it'll be the 180 degree shutter rule or whatever, just do for the 50 shutter speed, put the ISO on automatic. You good to go. And so video will be coming out about that. So I just finished shooting the B-roll the other day about that, and it'll show you my vlogging settings. So that is something you can use indoors or whatever, because if you can use it for vlogging, you can use it for anything. It'll work. So proud of you, so pumped for you. Alex Meyer saying congratulations, man. Thank you. It's because of y'all. It's because of y'all. And Michael saying I'm getting new teeth. Hey man, if you can sip some soup, you good to go. As long as you can eat, breathe, talk, you got it all. You got it all. And so Michael saying I have the Zoom H4n and the Tascam 6. I'm guessing it's the Tascam DR62. I wanted one of those. I just wanted the 6D1 or whatever. I just wanted the first one. I don't need to be bougie. I just want the first one. So you got that. You good to go. Michael always mess with me about saying the bee's knees. But a simple camera, a phone, an expensive phone like Michael has, whatever it takes. I could legit, if I didn't have this and I could just do my streams this way, this is what I would use, because it's still connecting. The information would still be the same. So it doesn't matter. And I still see people that use their phones. Like I watched this girl, and I don't know where this is going, this whole stream. I don't, but as long as y'all stay and you want to keep talking, we can keep it going. But so I was watching this because I've been watching people that RV, like they go and RV, sell their house, sell all the stuff in their apartment, and they just go travel. I have a friend from high school that does that. Her channel is called Off the Grid with a Kid. Her son goes to school online, and they have a little camper, and they go all over in Taiwan, and then they're in. I guess they travel at different places or whatever. But they'll, I guess catch a plane or train or whatever to certain spots. But where most of the time they're just driving to different locations and stuff. Then they're in Mexico, and then they're over here and over there, and I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? Seriously. But so I enjoy that. It's interesting. And so I was watching this girl, and she sold her house, and she was just talking about all the stuff that has been so screwed up about this whole RV move. And she sold her house. It was a dream house off, some beachfront property, great neighborhood. Had saved up the money, had started a business, and had done really well. And then all of a sudden, she's just feeling like she just wants to have this adventurous life, and so she gets a camper, and not knowing that there's engine issues, the roof needs to be replaced, and then she's already sold all of her stuff. she's already, told the company that she's leaving. And so she has to turn it's like a Friday. She got to turn her keys in by that Monday or whatever, or something like that, or Sunday night. And I'm just watching these vlogs. I'm just entranced. Now, from a creative perspective, a filmmaker perspective, or whatever, when I look for it, you can see all kind of little imperfections, a bunch of noise and grain, but I didn't really notice. I had to look for it to see if I wanted to find it. Because once I thought about it, after I watched so many videos, I was like, you know what? This is not like super duper high quality stuff. She got like several thousand subscribers, probably like in the 30 to 50 subscriber range, 50,000 subscriber range. And that's all it is. It's just legit her phone, because I always be looking for like the little snapshots to see what kind of camera it is. And then I zoom in and I'm like, what kind of camera is that? So that's my geekiness and nerdiness standing out. And so I can see she has her phone up on a little tripod, like a little Joby Gorilla Pod like I have. And she just has her phone, front facing camera, not trying to be special with, any of that. And she just does her thing. And I'm like, we get so caught up in the most silly things, most silliest stuff. We got to have this, or it doesn't have that. And I complain a lot about camera stuff. Y'all know, as many camera and technology stuff that I do on this channel, I am a tech nerd. And I try not to let that surpass the business stuff, but it just has happened right now. And we will go back to the regularly scheduled program or find a happy medium somewhere there in between, because we're entering tax time and there's some tips and stuff to know. So once I'm done editing all these N50 series and just continue to release these, then we'll be done. And there's only a couple left. So, but, and so, Mr. Humanista saying, awesome. Thank you. You're so welcome. I said, wow, cool mathematics. Okay. But yeah, it's just like, so we get caught up in all this stuff about this doesn't have image stabilization, or it has this kind. And we always question, what the heck is Canon really doing up there in the corporate headquarters? Why don't they do this? And they should do that. But, and then I'm watching, and I'm stuck watching, 10 videos later, this young lady that's not much older than me, much bigger, subscribership for channel and stuff like that, and does whatever it is that she does to support herself. And I know tonight, when I'm done with this, when I'm done in this office, I'm going to go watch some more, because I want to know more of her story. I don't really care if the shot is noisy or if it's not great lighting, or I don't care about that stuff. Like, she's getting teary-eyed, and I don't even get, super emotional. And I'm just like, man, like, this sucks. It's like, oh man, I hope I hope this gets better. And same thing with our favorite movies. Like, nobody cares about all the technology stuff. It helps to, add some additional value to it. But at the end of the day, it's like, who cares? So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where the stream is going, but I took it that way. Just basically, a story is what matters. You hear it all the time, but like, you can find it in your own. You can just find it in your own things. I was going back through my old videos, and I saw, even this week, I'm going back through the one I just posted, and I had to use part my phone, part, this setup over here. So this is what I was using. So I got the smartphone holder here, and then I had it angled down, and then I had the Joby Gorilla Pod wrapped around the tripod, and then I had the Movo mic sticking off of, because I'm using my phone. Needless to say, that setup was super annoying, because if I kick the tripod, I know it's going to be super loud, and it's going to be just obnoxiously loud. And so I'm just like, Father in heaven, please help me right now. Everything went wrong yesterday, and you can still succeed. So that's all I'm going to do here for today, guys. But like I said, I'm super pumped and excited. I'm super excited for all the growth that'll be coming here on the channel. For everybody that has subscribed, thank you. Everybody that will subscribe, thank you. All of you that join these streams, thank you. My Entree Insiders, thank you. My clients, thank you. You guys are a fantastic group of people and human beings, and I look forward to creating more for you, more with you, and just seeing where you will take your content, and just seeing this channel continue to grow to new heights, and to celebrate At some point, I'll probably do a giveaway. I have to get that worked out and figured out and see how I'm going to do that. But otherwise, as always, my friends, live with passion. See you guys on the next stream.